Do you want to tell everyone?
What?
Oh, we're a miserable failure this year.
Yeah, we are a failure. I wonder if like how we want to like scale this.
I would just start it from the beginning.
We did some math the other day. December of 2022, we sold about 1 pallet of product. Every winter would come for 2020, 2021, 2019, every winter would come and we just get wicked depressed. And so this year we had big aspirations. We wanted to do crazy goal of 1 million cases. And for some brands, it doesn't sound like a lot, like if you're White Claw, Truly, whatever. But if you're a true beverage startup, you know the 1 million case goal. It's a big milestone. So we set out on it and you guys have been following it in the TikTok bio, but unfortunately we're not gonna hit it.
We failed miserably. That song goes and buys 300,000 cases. So we failed miserably. We only sold 700,000 cases this year, but that's an increase of
well over 100%. We didn't hit 1 million this year, but next year 1 million is not even on the map. Next year it's like,
So what do you want to do next year?
a lot. We try to be really transparent this year about tracking the goal.
I want people to see us achieve our goal of 1 million cases. I feel like we talk about it and we didn't do it this year.
It's definitely a stretch goal. When we came up with that number 1 million, I was like, no shot. No way.
We fell short, but it was still such a like insane goal to fall short of. And I feel like, what is our goal for next year that I want them to watch and like us to do together? Like, is it still that 1 million case mark and just like try to hit it in 6 fucking months, or like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe January 1 we start at 0 and we're like, we're gonna work until 1 million cases and everyone can watch.
If we did 1 million by June, so we take last year's goal and we essentially double it, and we just go hard at it.
Sounds good to me. It's crazy. I was watching our old videos recently. Like, you can see the growth of the business.
Yeah, well, there's a clip on TikTok, we'll have to find it, of me 2 summers ago, me on the packaging machine, every single can of lemonade I put into the boxes. And I was just hours, just niche.
The stories you have from this business is like,
It's insane. I'm gonna get the cartoner back, I'm gonna put it right here.
Make me do it?
And we're just gonna do it just for fun.
Just for fun. It's weird. I mean, I haven't been here that long. I can only imagine for Percy, but like when I first like joined, it was like 7 people, and now it's like 25. We're just on the company call, 22, whatever it was.
Like we're making multiple offers a week, and then people are accepting. That's the other thing that's funny is like we've become a hot commodity. Like people want to like come work for us, which is so weird to me.
It is weird watching the company go from like a startup to a real company. Like, it is crazy watching a business grow, and that's one of our goals to you guys on social media, and trying to show you every step of the way in the growth of the business and actually what happens behind the scenes, what it actually looks like. Like, not something that's just like, oh, we sold 1 million cases, like blah blah blah. We want to just actually be authentic and show you what actually is going on. I feel like we show the ups and downs. Even with this video, we're showing we failed. We didn't get to 1 million cases.
We did fail.
I think it was a lofty goal, but still, it didn't happen. And I think a lot of people in the industry and in other industries would kind of almost fake that. They probably like fade the goal away, be like, whatever.
Yeah, they wouldn't mention it. They wouldn't mention it. It's definitely something that like we're so thankful and grateful for where we are right now and what we did. It's kind of one of those like shoot for the moon, land in the stars scenario. Still very happy and satisfied with where we landed, but at the end of the day, like that 1 million case goal. Like I remember the first $1 million. The amount of years where I was like, we're hitting $1 million in revenue this year. And then it was like 1 year, I think we did like 850,000. And I just remember being like just so defeated.
It's just crazy watching all the old videos and pictures of like where the business has come and the packaging changes and the personnel hires and just everything. It's insane. Like just seeing where the meetings have gone, where our videos have gone, where everything has just changed is just insane.
For like a true beverage only startup, not influencer backed, we have our influencer products, but like NOCA is not an influencer. Like we were a beverage brand before we were anything like that. We have the biggest following out there, and it doesn't matter unless we have enough placements that people can build a habit of going and buying it. I'm confident in next year. We're landing a ton of placements at new retailers, Target and Walmart and Albertsons and Kroger and Publix. Like we're going all over the place next year.
I guess that's the goal of 2025, at least to start, is to hit 1 million cases in 6 months.
I think we can do it.
I think we do it easily.
Think about the fact that like we started the year with like, how many people did we start the year with?
12 or 13 or 14. I don't think we started with more than that.
And now we're going into the new year with like 30.
That's insane.
So we have 30 people now that are like, that's the thing about too when you're like growing a business is when you can hire the right people, you're hiring an army. So like think about if like I tell you build a box, how many boxes can you build? And then I say, okay, now here's 30 people to build that box with you. You're gonna build it 1 million times faster. And it sounds so obvious, but being a business owner, you don't realize until you start to hire people and you see the growth from hiring people. When you have an army of people like as passionate as you are about building something and growing something, things just happen.
That's the craziest part, is everyone just feels into the brand and like passionate about it and like actually cares about it.
Well, I think it's because it's like there's so many companies out there you can work for that's so stiff, and it's like fill this spreadsheet out and do this, and this is your goal. Like there's very few companies left, and it oftentimes doesn't last long where it truly has like that startup energy and feel, and it's unbeatable. Like when everything feels like it's friends and it's like we're hanging out and we're having a good time and we're building something, the motivation of the entire team is nuts. People will like run at stuff so fast, but as soon as that switches and it becomes like corporatized, that's when people get burnt out.
One of the coolest things to me, at least, is like the fact that like I or like the people, like our followers, can like suggest something and that change can almost happen immediately in the business. Every idea that's floated by isn't just like, oh, let's like run it up to corporate and it's gonna get shot down.
Right.
Which is one of the coolest things ever, that actually has an effect on us and like we actually feel heard. And that's one of the things I said at the company meeting, is like making people feel heard is like so important to like a company, and like makes people feel so special here.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that's something we could even do more of with like the community and asking for assistance and thoughts, and like the thing we're doing with Alcola where we're like calling 100, 200 people to get their feedback. We're actually going to take that feedback, compile it, analyze it, and decide what to do to make the drink better.
Like we want everyone watching to be part of this brand, be part of the brand, be part of the growth, actually help us make decisions.
Yes.
It's a brand built for people, by people. Like we're asking for your feedback. We want you to talk to us. We want to make tweaks that you want to see. So it's something that's like very, very, very important to us, at least. And that feels like NOCA, like the people's brand.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been making stupid TikToks on the internet for so long. Like I remember when we made our first TikTok, I spent like 2 hours making it, and I was like, this is the most embarrassing shit ever. I'm never doing this again. We had a run there where it was like, I would just walk up to Rich's desk and be like, the people want to do a waterfall this. And Rich would be like, oh, and it's like going all over his shirt and stuff. And people like loved it. And it was literally, our office was me, Galen, Rich, with like, I could tickle Galen's ear if I wanted.
That's insane.
We used to get in battles, like huge fights over because we were just cooped up in this super like pressure cooker environment of like creating a startup. It was the glory days, but it was nuts.
That's what feels like NOCA to me. Like scrappy, the people's brand, like real, raw, like something that you actually like care about, and like something that looks real. Like that's what it's not like a glorified brand that like looks too perfect or is untouchable, or it's like a very down to earth brand to me is what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's our goal. Like even when people join the company, it's so casual. Like the interviews are so casual. Like yeah, we ask like important questions, but we're hiring the right people who fit in to like keep the culture going, because without it, it would just suck. Like every day would just suck.
We have some insane stuff for 2025 planned, and a million cases is just one goal of many.
Yeah, I mean, we're going crazy in 2025, and 2025 is all about our followers or our supporters. So like we're launching events that are follower-only events with crazy, crazy artists. We're doing giveaways, fridges, snowboards, speakers. We're gonna go nuts. And like if the year goes better than expected, we're just dumping all that money back to the followers.
And people can't even call our bluff on it. We've just given away $30,000 worth of speakers.
We've given away so many speakers.
So
people have thought we are a speaker company. We've given away so many
a lot
speakers.
of you probably think we're still a speaker
so
company.
many people
We're a beverage company.
Hey, nice speakers, dude. It's like, bro, read the brand on the speaker. We're not a speaker company.
But yeah, you guys are part of the journey. So I guess this was our 2024 recap, our 2025 outlook. I mean, get fucking ready.